Hi everyone. Today we'll cover one of the topics of the engineering management and leadership domain um, in the PEO technical exams. So I found that there was a repeating question on Likert's concept. So I wanted to have this video on that concept. So the question that was repeated was exactly the one that you see on the screen here. What is your understanding of Likert's concept of the characteristics of high and low producing organizations? So Rensis Likert developed his theories by studying high producing organizations and low performing organizations. He found that there are different management styles which result in different performance levels from the workers and the organization in entirety. So he broke down the different management styles and the different organizations into four categories. The first one is System 1, exploitive, authoritative. Here the management lead by utilizing fear, threats, penalties, and usually the decisions are made in a centralized way in the top management levels. Definitely this is the poorest way to manage an organization. System 2, benevolent, authoritative. Here the management is still in control. They still make the decisions in the top level, but the control using rewards rather than threats. So definitely better than System 1, but still not the best. System 3, consultative, democratic. Here the management seeks input from the subordinates, but just for consultation. They still make the decisions in the top level, but at least the frontline workers have a say. They provide an input at least. The best ever system of management is System 4, participative, democratic. This is the ideal system as per Likert. Here the management have full confidence in the frontline workers and full trust in them. The workers in return participate in making decisions. And that's why is this the best way of management, because that's when you get the workers to feel ownership of the decisions and the strategy of the organization. Likert also, while conducting his research, he found that there is also another challenge. That challenge is that the organizations that have vertical hierarchy, there are different layers of individuals in this organization, and between each level and the next one, there is a barrier, which is the manager. The manager of each group usually acts as a barrier, as a filter for communication, if you will. And that affects the communication flow, the information flow from the top to the bottom and from the bottom to the top. So as part of his research, he started measuring the flow of information. And he found that in the traditional organizations, which are System 1 and 2, the communication usually goes from the top to the bottom in one direction. And because of this kind of filtration between each level and the next one, what happens is that the information is lost in the middle. So from the top management to the middle management, only 67% of the information survives. But you can imagine if you go lower and lower, when you go to the frontline workers, they will only 20% of the information that was sent from the top management arrive at the level of the workers on the front line. Definitely, if you can look into the opposite direction of information flow from the bottom to the top, in the traditional organizations, it's almost zero. So that's why he proposed looking at the manager role in a different way, considering the manager to be a linking pin rather than a filtration station. The manager links the two layers together, his or her layer and the higher level, the next higher level group. So their main position is not to filter information, but to facilitate the communication in both directions, upward and downward. By doing this, then we will have better communication management. And this is a brief on the Likert 4 systems concept.